Good day to you, family. Good day to you. Welcome back to the channel. Family, let's start this. In the last couple of videos, I was telling you guys about how this young man and his wife, they want to retire at the age of 50. They started at the age of 20 because they came to my class and they wanted to get fired up. She was pregnant and they said, hey, we got to do something. And for some reason, he came out with a nice tech job and starting at $60,000. We're going to assume that he never went up from that because you never take anything for granted, that you're just going to get promoted and you're going to move up in salary. So we're just going to base it off of his $60,000 salary at the age of 20. Yeah, that's not too bad, not too shabby. Let's go to the chalkboard and let's see how we strategize it. All right, family, basically what we did was we 25x'd his number that he wants for the end goal. So it came up to $1.5 million. Now, as you know in the last videos, we went off of $2 million. And this is why, because, of course, everything is indexed for inflation and all of that. So we went up, he needs to do at least 16% of his income. That's $9,600 a year between all his contributions. All right, that's just for him. Now, we didn't even have the company match in that 16%. That's just what he needed to contribute. So he had a Roth IRA, he had a Roth 401k plan, and we already knew dollar for dollar they would match him. So we maxed that out, $200 he's putting in, and $200 the company is putting in. So that's $400 a month. Then he went over here to the traditional IRA like we talked about when we did the Roth conversions. This is why we did it, because he was able to get a tax deduction now and not have to pay taxes even later, which normally you pay taxes later, but because we did the Roth conversions, he'll never have to pay taxes on that money that's going in now. And then we did the Grow the Gap Fund, all right? Now, we want to get that one loaded up, $400 for his contributions on that one, with a total of his contributions per month, $800, all right, on that $60,000 salary. That's pretty easy. That's 16%, $9,600 a year from him only. Now, the company also put in $200 a month, so that's how we got up to the $1,000 a month, all right? And then we reached down there and we let that money run. We continue to do our contributions, and the company was doing their matching thing. They never defaulted on that, which they can. People don't know that. They don't have to give you that. They can stop it at any time, but they continued it for 30 years. That's 10% compound growth. That's how we came up with our $2 million. And that's how we started converting the money from the traditional over to the Roth. Now, once again, when he left that job at 50 years old, he went ahead and put that money into, he opened up a Roth IRA. All right. So that's one key factor in there for us to start doing the conversions from the traditional IRA to the Roth IRA. And we're gonna assume that he went ahead and paid the taxes on the company match as well. That way, all that money that he transferred over from his 401k once he separated from that employment into his Roth, his new Roth IRA, it all